Welcome back to Digital Devil Saga. Last time we saw Sarah disappear down this corridor, and surely following her will be easy, right? Nope, she's unleashed her truest, deadliest weapon, invisible walls. But also maybe this thing, Lakshmi! And we're about to see why. Oh yeah, there's a very good chance we're about to see why. Oh, thank you Null Physical for stopping that from happening. But yeah, this is Lakshmi. Lakshmi is the worst enemy in this dungeon, and a candidate for worst enemy in this game, alongside Samael, who also shows up in this dungeon. Lakshmi is one of the three Tridevi in Hinduism. She is the consort of Vishnu, and she appeared when the Sea of Milk was being churned, I believe. The other Tridevi are Parvati, the consort of Shiva, and Sarasvati, the consort of Brahma. I kind of wish that Sarasvati was saved for this dungeon. But anyway, her skill set is terrifying. Debilitate, Medea Rahan, Megadolon, but the worst part by far is Dormina Calm Death. And for that, I want to put Cielo in the party with Null Nerve, just so I have somebody who can eat their press turns with that. That's not going to stop everyone besides Cielo from getting hit by Calm Death, though. Also, she has no weaknesses. Boings, Earth, and Expel drains fire and ice. So physical, almighty, elect, and force, and also maybe death if you want to gamble, are the way to go with her. So there's a very real possibility. Yep, that happened. Thankfully, oh, she's going next for some reason. But yeah, thankfully, if you don't actually, like, do anything to Isis, she won't attack you. Isis, I guess I can go ahead and scan Isis just to show that off. Lost track of where my spy class was. Isis is the same as when she was a mini-boss in the Brute's base. She repels physical, gun, expel, and death, Null's ailments, and when you use an element on her, she will respond by using that same element back at you. This makes her kind of hilarious in ambushes because she'll just use normal physical attacks if you haven't used anything on her. Oh, actually, that could have been really bad. But yeah, I'm just going to attempt to just run. Thank you. Not bothering this right now. I could theoretically kill them with the Ragnarok, but I don't want to bother with that with two other party members dead. So, anyway, we're going to be seeing Lakshmi's for the entire next leg of the dungeon, and it's a pain. But I am going to go ahead and get a new mantra because I believe, yeah, Cielo just mastered something. And this means I can finally put Cielo on Insane God, which I've wanted him to be on for a while. Also, I have more marker thanks to selling my stuff. Yeah, I hope I master this before the end. Dekaja and Dekunda are nice to have. I'll take Heat here because Ragnarok does really help, but Cielo, Argilla, and Heat. Cielo mostly for that Null Nerve. If you are using him here, make sure he has that. Otherwise, you're gonna get him being weak to sleep. Oh, hi there, same group again. Thank you for doing that, though. Wow, okay, why is everybody magnetized to Heat with Null Fizz today? They really want me to show that off, but okay, yeah, as I established, Zeo works fine against... If it doesn't miss, it works fine against you guys. Let's just hit with a Ragnarok then. And yeah, that's good, that eats their press turns. If I just use Almighty on Isis, is that going to make her use... Well, I mean, it's not going to get to her turn anyway, but okay, I should be able to finish you off with this, thank you. Materazi should end the rest of this. There we go. I think I just said there we go twice. And, oh, okay, we're very close to mastering Karma on 2 people. There is another small terminal coming up very soon. Hi there. Oh, double elephant. And there we go. I mostly did this for the buffs. Just because, you know, the more people with buffs, the better. Although Surf is, he's just more of a magical attacker than a buffer. And, okay, so... Heat and Argilla have both lost HP. That means I can try and show something that is often done in spin-offs called Muscle Drink strats. Muscle Drinks have a random chance of inflicting, you can only use them if you're lower on health, and they have a random chance of inflicting poison, stun, or stomachache. We want actually I want poison, personally, but speedruns prefer stun. Okay, she got nothing. Heat got stunned. That's not great, actually. So the reason why speedruns want these ailments is because ailments in this game operate on a priority system, and stun and poison both have higher priority than sleep. So being poisoned or stunned will prevent you from falling asleep. And that is great because it means you don't get insta-kills. If we head around here, we can not get that because I read the map slightly wrong. Yeah, you need to head around here first to grab that chest. These invisible wall mazes are really not that bad at all. I will take them over the kind of warp mazes of the last floors any day. The problem is you also have to deal with Lakshmis, and Lakshmis, I would take not having to deal with Lakshmis every day. They're not even that great in terms of experience. Oh, nice. Yellow straight up one-shotting. Okay. Nothing and ache. Obviously, we don't want stomach ache. Could equip disache on heat to stop that, but yeah, let's not do that. So going down here will get us to a room that just has a small karma terminal in it. They put a lot of these in here. I guess it makes sense because it is the final dungeon, but also they probably want to make sure that you're able to swap out your mantras when you've mastered them. Because it's a good idea to master a lot of mantras before the final boss, obviously. Though I will say right now, the final boss that's coming up, in fact, the final boss will be quite soon, is arguably considered the easiest final boss in all of Shin Megami Tensei, which admittedly isn't saying much, but it's still something people often say about this game. Okay, so Gale can... Okay, yeah, I want Gale to go into Illusion, because with this, he'll be able to get Insane God next, or have another Dekaja user. Surf, though, I think I'm going to have Surf work on the heal track, just to get him closer to Salvation and Rakandra. Though I do doubt I'll end up getting those before the final battle. Just going to mark out that little divot on the map here. And let's keep going. This is obviously the only way forward, so this fake wall is doing a terrible job. 4,100 feet, and it's weird. Lakshmis are not actually showing up that often, which I kind of want them to, because I want to get my revenge on them. They suck. At least we got to see Dorm in a calm death, though. I still wish it was called Eternal Rest, but, whatever it's called, it sucks for you. Okay, now Heat's a little over-leveled compared to the rest of the party. I suppose I can go for Surf here. The problem with Surf is that Fire and Ice are not good against Lakshmis. He has Last Word, but that is only single target. So here, if we go around this way, we'll get to a treasure chest and something else kind of interesting to be out in the middle of nowhere. There's a very big fake wall here, and there's a heal terminal in here. Now, if you're actually statused, then you don't really want to use this because you'll get rid of the muscle drink strats, but nobody's statused here, so I can go ahead and do that. The reason why I don't want stun, but speedrunners arguably prefer, well, not arguably, they definitely prefer stun, is because in the speedrun at this point, you're just running away from everything. Whereas stun cuts your accuracy dramatically, and I want to actually fight things, so that's not good if I get stunned. Meanwhile, poison is annoying for speedrunners because they'll lose health, but for me, at least it's not cutting my accuracy, though it does actually lower your physical attack power.
Turn to normal no matter what.
Oh, I did say I wanted Lakshmis, but I don't want them like this. Something that I'm also, like, thinking about as I go through this is, someone brought this up in the comments too. So, what exactly are the random encounters in the Karma Temple? It's not really explained. I like to think, though this could just be, you know, headcanon copium for the fact that, like, really it's just, there needs to be random encounters in here, and, they're just, you know, using what they got. So here I believe if we swing around to this side, we'll be able to reach... No, not quite, we need to get it through it the other way. But yeah, they might not have really thought it through that much, but I personally like to think that they are souls from the Sea of Milk that are kind of just being emergency birthed and sent into battle against us immediately, because right now the Karma Temple is in full-on panic mode. But, yeah, I still can't quite talk about the specifics of exactly what the Junkyard is and what it's meant for until early into the sequel, but let's just say it reframes a lot of the first game. I was kind of lucky because I think there are actually some elements that Cielo is not nulling right now. But right now it does seem like Sarah has hijacked this place and she doesn't want her to follow. Also, Heat gets Sakura Rage, Life Gain, Fizz Resist, and Max Critical. Doesn't maximize your critical rate, it just means you have a higher critical rate at max noise. But yeah, that was, I think, about as high as I got Heat in my first playthrough through the Physical Mantra track. Null Fizz is obviously way better than Resist Fizz. And we still have a little more to go before we're fully out of here. Yeah, another small Karma terminal. Came at the right time, though, because I can get Heat in New Mantra. We're already at Karma Temple G. Still not nearly as bad as the final dungeon of SMT 4 Apocalypse. Godly Beast, Insatiable, Mind Scream, Atma bonus is nice. I guess I can take this one. And already I'm actually getting kind of low-ish on marker again. There's going to be another small terminal coming up fairly soon, so I'm not too concerned about saving here. So now we have this section. Oh, okay, right. So, this section. Going down the other path would lead us to a dead end, so we go straight up this way, and I think I saw that wall shifting. Okay, it's going for Mega Dollar this time. That's fine. I would rather that than your more dangerous stuff. It's funny, I don't think I've ever seen them use Debilitate. It's pretty rare. But, like, you know, when Debilitate is the least scary thing an enemy can do, you know it's bad. I do like how they are really leaning on the Hinduism theme with the fact that you are seeing Hindu opponents as the final dungeon enemies, whereas a lot of Shin Megami Tensei games, they'll use, you know, the Judeo-Christian angels instead. So at least this is a little more unique. Yeah, that leads us through 2 invisible walls to get to this. There are also fake walls here. Well, they're these ones, walls that look like walls at first, but are actually not. And here we can just head straight forward to this door. You wouldn't think you could, but that's how this area is designed. Yeah, they strike first very often. That's why these things suck. Ah, I love it when that happens, though. Yes, I feel like I haven't actually devoured anything in a long time. Mostly because I'm just killing the enemies so fast that they're not getting a chance to get frightened. Okay, good, no stomach aches. I almost said it, but then I realized I would be tempting fate. And now, I believe this is the last of these wall mazes. Okay, this one, we just head straight up until we hit the second intersection. And then we should go through here, and we'll reach a chest. And this should finish, because you guys don't have a lot of health. There we go. Probably don't need to be giving a play-by-play on something as weak as Karma Temple Guards, but still. And yeah, that'll give us this, and then we should double back and just leave. Soma Drop is kind of nice. They keep changing what these do. In SMT5, they only heal a small portion of HP and MP rather than all of it. Whereas Somas are what Soma Drops are in this game. They fully heal, but only for a single target. And now we have a very elaborate-looking door. And let's just get out of here, because as much as our guns are very elaborate-looking, I don't want to be stuck with them. So yeah, look carefully at the background there. See those birds flying around? Also, you'll need to double back to find this small Karma terminal. But yeah, those birds just might be getting in our way soon. Last Word does eat through Surf's MP a lot quicker than his other skills, though. So now we're at Karma Temple H. And I'm pretty sure Lakshmis are less common / don't appear at all in this area. But we now have these very, very large platforms in the sky. I do love getting this. Sometimes when you're in like a really big tower dungeon, it can be cool to just get a few rooms where you go outside. But this area is an area that a lot of speedrunners don't like because you basically just walk through, press a few switches, and keep walking. So I guess while I'm here, also hi Nidhogg, I don't really care about you all that much right now. I can go into a little bit of an interview with, I believe it was Kazuma Kaneko? Yeah, it is. Who was the character designer for this game. It also says that he did some work on the overall core concept, though it was you, Godai, who wrote the original story idea. And yeah, I should be taking you more seriously for using that. Fizz Drain, huh? I mean, none of us are likely to use physical attacks, but still. What I personally, though, found very interesting about this interview is that he said that he basically echoed something that I have always been saying about this game, is that it's a lot less dark than you would think with its premise of, like, cannibalism. And he says that if he was in charge fully, it probably would have been a lot more dark, but the team that he worked with made a more light-hearted story than you might expect out of this core concept. And to be honest, I do, like, I mean, there is something to be said for treating dark themes with the gravity they deserve, but also, with Shin Megami Tensei as a franchise, especially in the mainline series being, in my view, so relentlessly dark and bleak, I like having just, you know, moments of hope and, in the spin-offs. At the same time, it doesn't feel like this is Persona either. It's a very different type of story to Persona. It feels very much closer to a traditional, like, I have always felt that, like, I've always described Digital Devil Saga as, like, what it might look like if Atlus made Final Fantasy X. Like, it's not quite the same in terms of tone and overall story as Final Fantasy X, but, like, you get the idea in terms of, like, the party composition, and there's just that thing about PS2-era JRPGs that just has this kind of, like, well, to me it's timeless, but I grew up with this generation. I miss the SNES and N64/PS1 JRPG generation, so, like, the PS2 was really where I started getting into JRPGs outside of Pokemon, Final Fantasy 12 being the first one of those, which I have a full playthrough of on my channel, which is, I know, it was kind of more of a filler project, but if you want to see my thoughts on that game, I'd recommend checking it out, because that is a game that was very important to me. I never played Digital Devil Saga growing up, obviously. I only started playing it when I discovered Persona, and that wasn't until I hit university. Also, hi Hresvelg again. Oh, hi Hresvelg again, that's kind of scary. Oh, I forgot you were weak to Zeo. Maybe you're not as scary as I thought. But yeah, this game definitely hits that same itch that a lot of these PS2 JRPGs do for me. Also, that is that has some pretty limited animation there on that flying model. I'll be dealing with that soon. I may actually need to use a Soma drop on Surf at this rate, because I think I'll be using him for the next boss. The next boss is going to be a double feature, and it's one that's kind of interesting because the two bosses actually cover each other's weaknesses quite well. However, I'm pretty sure that, like, Surf has elements that will hit both of them, so he'll be useful for this fight. I think this will be how we progress. Okay, yeah, there's the door, so we need to get ready for the boss fight now. I know this map looks really bad, but bear with me. I'm going to take double amps on Surf with no boosts, just because one of these bosses I'm pretty sure is immune to fire, the other is immune to ice. Sadly, there is no almighty boost in amp in this game. Just putting up Surf's MP, but okay, so Surf has Argidyne, Bufudyne, and their boosts and amps, also Mind Charge and Healing. I've got Sugukaja on him, and then I have Tarukaja on Gale, so that I can use the Dekunda combo skill. Basically, the first boss of this chain is going to try and debuff you as much as possible, and then the second boss capitalizes on that by going to town. I want to get rid of those debuffs. I also have Debilitate and Gale. Zeodyne is generally pretty good, I think, here. Zundyne might also work out Force Amp and Elec Amp. I've got Force Boost as well. Meanwhile, Heat has Power Charge back, and he doesn't really need Great Feast, though, I guess. So how about I equip all three of the life skills on him? Wow, that makes a big difference. And he has Executioner because these are going to be single-target fights. With my skill setup, this shouldn't be too bad, but I don't want to speak too soon. Or I could just run into another bird that I'm... You are not the bird I'm looking for, Hresvelg. Okay, now you get the crit. I would... Heat, please save your Berserk Rampage for the actual bosses. Oh, that would have been great if it was a Surf level up, but no. So, here we go. First up is Jatayu. No thanks, I don't want to leave right now. No, we even get the main boss theme here. So, Jatayu. Jatayu reflects Earth and Death, nulls Fire, Elect, Ailments, and Expel. It has all the Mudors and Gate of Hell, as well as Argi and Zeo skills, but as I said, its main trick is to debuff you until so its buddy will come in, although it does have Dekaja and Dekunda, so be careful of trying to buff yourself at this point. Jatayu in the Hindu epic Ramayana is an old friend of Rama's that attempts to rescue his wife Sita after she was kidnapped by Ravana. So okay, Ice will work on this one, as will Physical. But firstly, let's try out... Have I actually shown Surf's Mind Charge yet? Then I guess you can Power Charge. And again, as much as it can cancel buffs and debuffs, I want to try Debilitating. I love how big this thing looks. A lot of it... Okay, yep, there it goes. It immediately cancelled it. But at least that wasted one of its turns. Yeah, having a Void Shield for death is good, because otherwise that happens. Also, Gate of Hell. Oh, Surf got petrified. Right then. I think that may be the first time we're seeing this. I do have Disc Stones, right? I have 15 of them. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. But this could actually get bad. The annoying thing about this fight is that the, yeah, here's the debuffs, is that the save terminal is all the way at the other end of this big, like, area rather than in front of the boss. Okay, nah, I'm gonna get you back up, Heat. Revival Orb. And I do not have enough press turns to go for, the Dekunda combo. Please don't go for Heat again. Well, you did. You went for Surf first, though. Thank you for the miss there. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's still considered physical. So, yeah, that gets... also, I can... do I do that for the... No, I'm just going to go for the single target damage here. Yeah, kind of okay-ish damage. Yeah, I forgot that you spam the dark skills this often. I really should have brought Void Death shields for this fight. However, I did at least bring counters to this. Will unfortunately require, or will it? Hang on a minute. Because it will take me 2 of my press turns to use this. I definitely need it though, and I can. Yeah, I'm gonna stay with Honestly, I don't really mind blowing through my HP so much because, like, really, most of its main threat is instant death, so it doesn't really matter how much HP you have for that. You're either at full health or you're at none when it comes to these attacks. I mean, there's Gate of Hell, but Heat's immune to that anyway. So, okay then, now I can finally get my Mind Charge attack off. I am still Mind... No, I'm not still Mind Charge, because I died, right, of course. And I guess I can Ragnarok again. But I probably need to use a healing item here. Medical kits really aren't going to cut it right now. How many Somas do I have way too many Somas. Let's use one of these. I mean, you probably should save these for the... Actually, I can't even save these for the Super Boss anyway, because that's a different file and it's New Game Plus. And again, at least that wastes one of your press turns. Thank you. At least I can get my Mind Charge attack off, hopefully. Unless I get petrified again. Thank you for not petrifying me again. So, yeah, you, I believe, I should be fine on you. And you're down. Nice. And here is Garuda. Does not wish for the birth of any Asuras. That's strange. You might remember that Asura was listed as the demonic species of every major boss we fought, all the tribe leaders. There's something going on here, but firstly, Garuda himself, in a hilarious troll move, it's one of the few things in this game that has wings, but it reflects gun. And it nulls Ice, Force, Earth, Expel, Death, and Ailment. So fire and physical are fine here. And it can use Zandyne and Bufudine Mahama on this time, Megadola. Its main trick, though, is using Power Charge and Mind Charge. It can also cancel buffs and debuffs. Garuda itself is a mythical bird-like creature that's usually the mount of Vishnu. So okay, I guess I can try and Mind Charge Surf again, because this time Fire will work, and I guess Heat can go for the Power Charge. Your risk of instantly dying in this fight is a lot less than the previous one. However, do I go for the... I'm just gonna go for this because it's cheaper. And it'll boost up Heat's damage if he doesn't Dekasha me. Okay, just going for Mega Dollar right then. This fight gets interesting in speedruns because you're pretty underleveled, and you power charge. Okay, you use both charges. Yeah, he likes to fake you out by using both charges in the same turn, so you can never guess whether he'll go for a physical or a magical attack. However, Heat is currently immune to physical, so not as worried about him going for physical. Okay, nice there, but I'm also a little hurt, so I'm going to actually use my pass to go in the Devouring with Surf. Can be the problem when Surf has too many things to do with his skill set. Wow, okay, that was very lucky. Because, yeah, the power charge only affects one attack. Do I just go for another just Archedyne without the Mind Charge? I'll just go for that, and, let's go for Ragnarok again. Yeah, he's already down to, red. I think I'll play things... I might be able to finish him with a fire attack from Surf, but I'll just heal to play it safe. Oh, there's my Buffodine. Thankfully, he has his resist skill for that, so I'm kind of fine. It still does a lot of damage, though. Although, did Gale just... I think Gale just took more, slightly. Okay, you're not dead yet, but you should be soon. There he goes. Making that stop eagle sound effect. I'm going to let Heat beat his chest now. That is not how an eagle actually sounds. And now we get to pump up Surf's vitality even more. And Gale is doing pretty well. And no real fanfare there. Speaking of no real fanfare, both of them are now regular enemies. That have very similar resistances and abilities when they were bosses. I guess I need to put Argilla back. Kinda sucks that she's a little underleveled right now. Oh, you are actually decently into Insane God, though. Okay, that should be fine. Having to get rid of all of my boss setups and put the Devour skills back on. And now, the large Karma Terminal that I despise the most of any large Karma Terminal in this entire game. Why? This is the last large Karma Terminal in the Karma Temple. Yes, that means that right before the final boss, there is no warp point. This is as high as you can warp up this place. So if you want to get to the very final boss, and then feel like you need to go somewhere else to prepare, well, tough luck. You have to slog back from here if you leave the Karma Temple. What cycle is it? I really need to probably sell some of my noises. Am I increasing or decreasing 5? Let me just check. I do wish there was a visual indicator of that, so I didn't have to just spin around in circles until it either increased or decreased. Okay, it's increasing. Right, I'm gonna go and sell my cells. Except I highly doubt I'll actually get there in time for it to hit 8. Because it's a long walk out of the Karma Temple. Actually, will I make it? Let's see. Oh. Just went to 7. Okay, come on. Can I make it? Can I make it? Because it's still a little bit of a walk to the... Ooh, yeah, I'm not going to make it. I highly doubt I'm going to make it. I mean, selling at 7/8 noise is still not the worst thing in the world. Because it is a little walk to the Svadhisthana vendor. Come on, can I get... No, just barely didn't make it. Oh, well. Oh, I have some noises I didn't use. You and you will take magic, and... Cielo will take MP. And now, we continue. The final stretch, and welcome to hell, because, I'll just go into this after I, actually get to the real, gimmick of this area, because it's, oh boy. Let's just say that the gimmick of this area is all of them. Everything we've seen all previously through the Karma Temple is all going to be on, display here. Okay. I mean, I know I said that you guys were, like, adorable earlier, but I did not mean it in that way. Also, Cielo needs to equip Null Charm. Thanks for reminding me. That's generally how you use Cielo. You notice that an enemy in an area uses an ailment, and then you equip that ailment nulling skill. Well, that assumes that you actually get the ailment nulling skills on him. Null Charm. I got Null Panic and Null Nerve. I don't think I really need Hummer on that much. Oh, also, we now have finally, the full version of Spider String. And it's incredible. So, these giant stairs are our final destination. That elevator will take us to the final string of battles. But obviously, Sarah's not going to make it that easy. Yep, a big wall. So our only option is to head through this pitfall. This pitfall on the Japanese map is labeled as number 23. Guess what number these pitfalls and warps go up to in this region? I'll give you a chance to guess. 65! So, firstly, I believe we have to head this way, because the other way is just an area where another pitfall will drop us. Oh, hi, double Catopla Pass. You guys don't like Earth, right? I know they're weak to fire, but no, Earth is fine, okay. So someone actually told me that yes, that is indeed the camel death sound in Age of Empires, but also, it comes from a stock library of animal noises that, oh, I forgot you nullified that. It comes from a library of stock animal noises that was also used for some of the demons in Doom. Maybe a serve should be here for those Catopla passes. So we have sort of a blocky area in there, and then as we go forward, we have some more wall pulleys! Yay, we all love wall pulleys, don't we? Well, we can get a chest by going up here. Dekaja Rock, nice. But that wall pulley is not going to take us where we want. It's just going to take us over here. So yeah, like, this at least is better than some of the other teleport mazes in SMT, because you can see where you'll end up. Oh, hi, Jatayu. Nope, Zero was bad, but I believe like Ice was fine on you. It was. And they still get 3 press turns. But this time their debuffs aren't as big of a threat because they're not softening you up for something else. Let me just show their Spyglass info just because. Weak. Oh, they are weak to gun. Okay, Null Fire, Elect, Expel Ailments, Repel, Earth, and Death. So it's mostly just Ice and Force. And this is why I can't wait until Cielo learns Dekunda. Okay, I believe these combo skills always hit. Don't know if this will be enough to finish it, but we can see. It was, nice. So yeah, that's a good niche for combo skills. And I said before, oh, they couldn't crit you. But yeah, I said before that Isises aren't really that much of an issue when they are, when they ambush you, because they just use normal attacks. Yes, this is definitely a wall pulley and not a pitfall. But that's going to send us that way. But yeah, you do get a bit of a, like, you can kind of deduce where they'll send you based on the layout of the surrounding rooms. Like, that one obviously couldn't have sent me to the left because there was nothing on the left. Oh, right, that's Horus. I thought for a second that was Hresvelg, but no, it's Horus. And this gives, well, I mean, Al-Azif is not really going to be, that likely to kill you, but it's a chance. Okay, got you. So you can get some magic noises here, but the best place to farm them is the Brute's base. The secret part of the Brute's base, that is, accessed via the Orochi sewers. Magic Repel won't stop Almighty. Of course, I do all that work damaging you, and then Futaba's Persona kills you. That's a sentence. That is an invisible wall. So yeah, we've got invisible walls here too. And yeah, these invisible walls lead to a small Karma terminal. I'll take it. Oh, okay, no, I haven't missed the chest. The chest is after this. Because past that Karma terminal, yeah, we've got some invisible walls down here that lead to a chest. Chakra Pot, always good to have more MP. And then we just keep going down here, and we reach another door. Hi, Ice Eye. I was about to say, like, they're not that dangerous an enemy, so I'm not sure why they're showing up here, but the fact that they null physical completely is a little dangerous, especially if you haven't really built up your magic skills that well. Okay, so where we... right, okay. Oh, I actually went the right way, so right way by accident. So yeah, you actually have to head down by some invisible walls. If you head straight down that upper corridor, you just end up in a corridor that leads nowhere. So yeah, this is the way you actually need to go. And going that way will lead to nothing, so we have to just head down. Aha! Hello there, Mr. Reason Why I Put Surf in the party. Oh, hey, something actually did get frightened. Okay, more than halfway up through Insane God. So he's working on the Anankos mantra, I guess. And even more vitality, as usual. I'm not even sure what I'm going to go for once I max vitality. Maybe even, like, strength, because I don't really... Although if I go for strength, I probably need agility. Because I don't really want luck. Oh, okay, this area. This is interesting. So we have a staircase there. Instead of taking that staircase, we're going to head through this invisible wall, and through this invisible wall. It's kind of an evil touch that these invisible walls, like, completely hide the chest. Like, there's one, like, right there. And then if we keep going down here, well, we have to go around a bit of a loop, but there is another staircase. Don't take that first staircase. It leads to just a pitfall that will drop you back down here. Oh, I hate when this happens. They're both on kind of red. Can I finish them off with Megado Fire? Actually, no, I should go for the Wild Bomb for Heavy Almighty. Which actually is just Megadola, not Megadola On. Megadola On is severe. Or one of them could just miss. Oh, Surf? Surf woke up before they got a turn. With his low luck, that's very rare. Because, yeah, that's what luck actually does impact. Okay, Gale now has Makajama on. Calm of course. Of course! Yeah. Guess I can go for the 2 in the level 55 club. So yeah, if we loop around here, we should reach another staircase that is how we actually need to proceed. Oh, great, not you again. Well, you really have it out for Argilla that turn, don't you? Yeah, so you... I forgot to set a Devour skill on Gale. Well, I guess that means... Nope, okay. Well, this is awkward. I hate finishing off an enemy that is frightened without a hunt skill, but, Argilla would have to transform. Okay, let's put the, Devil Feast back on you. And up these stairs we go. If you have a map, this floor is not, like, that complicated, but if you don't, it's absolute pain. Oh, hi there! So this actually kind of reminds me, I did a test recording of Digital Devil Saga ages ago, like a long time ago, back during one of my update videos. And yeah, also they just use Debilitate, so yeah, so much for me not seeing them use Debilitate that often. And it was just kind of to test the waters for this game, and it was against enemies like this, so it must have been because this was like the last save point in the game, so kind of understandable that I'd be fighting these enemies in that test footage. That was recorded on my PS3, so yeah, and now I'm finally doing DDS, so yeah. I'm really glad at the great response to Digital Devil Saga so far. Sorry, Heat. But that just tends to happen sometimes when you're dealing with Lakshmis. Oh, I just realized that if I don't have Cielo in this party, there's a very real chance that I could just have, like, everybody get dormanted and then just Calm Death die. So that actually is something I need to worry about right now. It's a downside of trying to keep my levels even. So, okay, this was staircase 18 on the map, so that goes to, okay, right, should just be able to go into this door. Yeah, because, like, right behind this door was a pitfall, and that would have just dropped me back down. So that's where staircase 17 leads. Oh, no. Please don't take my own advice and Dorman to Calm Death me. That would be really bad. Thank you. Again, when Megadola is one of the least scary things they have, or you actually want Megadola, really says something. Oh, that's also... I don't want that at all. I think Lakshmi is probably up there on my list of least favorite SMT enemies of all time. Which makes this very satisfying. Like, I'm trying to think what could be worse than... I mean, there's a lot that's worse than these. I mean, Samael's are pretty bad. Phantom Mages are also pretty up there. Yeah, with only one of you around, Dormina Calm Death is not as much of a threat to me. But yeah, Phantom Mages are definitely up there. Some of the Monad enemies in Persona 3 are pretty awful. Okay, Surf now has Dirahan Petradi. Not that Dirahan actually matters for him, because his magic is so high that he fully heals anyway. Well, actually, not as much anymore, but Heat's HP is pretty beefy. So from here we have more stairs. Yeah, these maps don't actually, like... Yeah, because these stairs don't take us up in elevation, the maps aren't going to reflect them. But here... Oh, okay, right, I need to go up here. I was reading the entrances and exits of the pulleys wrong. So this pulley will send me backwards, but it will help me get a chest. Well, it won't help me get a chest, it's the only way to get this chest. So we're on these little disconnected side areas. So this is medical kits. They've kind of lost their usefulness at this point. One Ganesha? Really? Karma Temple? I expect more from you at this point. I really shouldn't be saying that, since this is a genuinely pretty brutal dungeon, but still. And yes, this pulley will take us back onto the original path. So that detour dealt with. We can head through this door, and then I check my map again. Oh, hang on. I forgot to plug in my laptop that I'm using to record this. So that was almost disastrous. Okay, so here that's gonna dead end, so we have to go around here to get past an invisible wall. But yeah, it really says something that it's only this late into the game, the final stretch of the last dungeon, that Surf is actually starting to run into problems with his MP. That should tell you how overpowered buffing Surf's magic is. So yeah, this has worked out pretty well for me. I actually do kind of wonder how a fully physical Surf will go, though.
We have the advantage. Proceed.
Do we, though? Really? Do we? Because that's a Samael there. I can deploy Cielo. Because I still have Foul Breath entirely for this. It's funny, there's an even better poison skill introduced in the sequel. And by that I mean like an actually decently damaging poison skill. But the hilarious thing is that in that game, Samaels are not weak to poison. They're weak to Hummer, which is actually... I significantly prefer that to how they work in this game. Yeah, see, on the one hand, poison is going to stop you from getting frightened, because frightened actually has the lowest priority of all the ailments. Which is kind of annoying because, I never really considered that, because frightened, I didn't really consider it an ailment to the same extent of, like, the other ailments in this game. Because it works very differently, but yeah, it is considered an ailment, and therefore, it has lower priority than poison, I think, and, yeah, this is where we start getting into the real terror that is this floor. Okay... Step 1 is to hit this one, I think. And from here, I should be able to grab this one, which will lead me to a chest and a small karma terminal, which is good because I have a couple of mantras. Unfortunately, from here, the only recourse is to drop myself down a pitfall. So, was it worth it for... Oh, no, it wasn't! I have the Revival Orb. You might not have the Revival Orb at this point, though. My heart skipped a beat there, because I really shouldn't have done that. I thought there was a heal option. I thought this was a large terminal. Okay, so Death Spirit gets me... I need to master the revivals before I can go further in this. I guess I can go... Although... I have a lot of marker. Maybe I should get Surf started on this. Null Element is allowed for some of the post-game content. Oh, you don't even have Force God yet? I might as well take that. But yes, now it is time. You know, I probably should save here. Because this is pitfall number 35. Oh, wait, no, it's not a pitfall. It's a wall pulley. Okay. Okay, this puts me in a bit of a loop, though. Because, yeah, this gets me back here. And now I'm in the middle. Okay, so now how do I proceed? Oh, there is another chest in here, though. Because this sort of cross shape in the middle, yeah, it is cut off. But I believe this one should take me up. And from here, I can not walk forward, I can instead walk over here, and this should pull me into the passageway up here that will get me on the chest. Oh, it's a rare chest, too. Fusion cell. If you want to sell these, you're going to have to trek through this entire area again if you want to reach the final boss. Yeah, that's something to be aware of. Yeah, all of these warp mazes that we're going through right now, there's no large karma terminal after these. So you have to do them again if for some reason before the final boss you want to, you know, come back here. That's kind of why, like, if you're coming down this path, you probably should be ready to... That is the first time I've seen you do that, okay. Yeah, that's a... Oh, nice, okay. That is a kamikaze attack. Getting up there on Insane God. Yeah, and this should pull me back onto the main room. Okay, so now we hit good old trusty wall pulley number 32 again. Which puts us in the middle of this X shape, and here we hit this wall pulley, which should pull us here, and then we can get out. And that's only the first one of these mazes on this floor. You know, have I done this playthrough yet? Have I actually done the obligatory, by the light of Horus, you will kneel before us? I may not have, but I have to do that every single time I see Horus in any game that uses the SMT demons. Surf actually kind of runs the risk of running out of MP entirely. Maybe I should be using Diorama rather than Dia. Again, it really says something that the one time I'm considering that is the very end of the final dungeon. So, okay. Yeah, this area is horrendous, but what else is new? Okay, we hit this one first. Then from here we go straight down. Yeah, this should put us on this far side. And from here... Ah, that's right, that's an invisible wall, okay. Or a, you know, fake wall. And yeah, this leads me to the side where there is a red wall. Thought we were done with these. This might actually be the last one of these walls in the game. Well, I mean, okay, outside of a couple of areas I plan to take on the post-game. This is a field hunt, though. Oh, I think I know what this is. Okay, yeah, that's post-game. Yeah. So I guess this technically does count as a post-game wall. Let's just say a certain golden dragon might be behind that door. But we'll deal with him later. In fact, you can't actually deal with him until you... I'll rant about this in a moment. Okay, yes, 26 HP is definitely going to help you survive. Yeah, it definitely looks like it's magic-based because it did more to heat, but it's still not like it's significantly magic-based. Yeah, it's way better in the Devil Survivor games where it can get pretty strong. Like, honestly, the HP MP drain skills are some of the best late-game spells in those games. Because they're almighty and scale off your magic stat very well. I see what we need to do, okay. So instead of doing most of the same steps we did before, but just with a few changes. So on this one first, and then down to this one. But instead of heading through this one, we hit this one. That should pull us straight down. And from here, we hit this one. And that puts us at number 46 out of 65. Yeah, straight out the top here, and we're out. For now. I do like the idea of sort of like seeing your destination, like your ultimate goal right in front of you, but having to work your way back up there the hard way. Which is kind of how this whole dungeon started, but oh boy, yep, here we go, it's another one of these. Okay, the good news is there are no more treasure chests, so I can just head straight to the end. Oh, actually, this is kind of funny. Yeah, that's walled off. Those aren't even in our reach at this point. Ah, so close. He's not out yet. But yeah, here we only have one option. Just head straight up here, and there should be... Oh, actually, wait, no, that's an exit for a wall pulley. We still don't really have an option here, because that's going to get walled off to us pretty soon. Yeah, that's walled off, so we have to actually head down here first. And now, look at this! Oh, this one's actually quite simple, though. So I think if we just hit this one, this is number 50. Oh, that's bad. I am doing this just in case they decide to, because if he failed to run there, I may have been dead. Like I said, this one should be number 50. And it puts us out facing this because that's a wall. But if we also head straight down from here, we hit number 51, and this puts us out here, and from here, we get pulled into the sequence of wall pulleys that were blocked by that wall from earlier. But here we just had to keep walking forward. We get, you know, jerked back and forward a little bit here, but yeah, it's just going to ultimately take us where we need to go. And from here, we just head straight out. So this one is, once you realize how to do it, it's not that bad. Finally, Insatiable, Mind Scream, and Armor bonus. Mind Scream, moderate damage, fizz, and stun. Insatiable, moderate hunt damage to everything. So, like, actual, like, you know, hunt damage. That can be boosted by Power Charge, though. And Armor bonus. Greatly increases AP earned in battle party. Yes, please. Yeah, AP divide, like, divides the AP you get by hunting with everyone, but Armor bonus is, it's kind of a shame it's so late in the physical track, but, I think I'll take off life bonus. Still, yeah, Armor bonus, when you're grinding, you definitely want that. I should mention that Armor refers to your, the concept of your true self in Hinduism. So, like, these characters' demon forms are essentially, like, similar to the content of a Persona in the Persona series, though this predated Persona 3. Allure, Medea Rahan, Rakamdra is actually pretty fun, but, yeah, you've been on that one for a while, that mantra. But yeah, Medea Rahan is nice. Allure is just, like, charm to everything. Not really hugely helpful unless you're against those specific enemies that nullify that. Okay, that's bad. Pretty sure passives still work when you're in human form, so he would still be immune to nerve, but anyway. Okay, where we at? Everybody is at level 56 except, Argilla and Gale. I think I'll go for Surf again. Although, actually, yeah, I think I do need to boost his MP. Now let's use a Great Chakra. But as you can see here, we are right on the other side of our last elevator. This is it. This is the final puzzle. And yep, that's there. Our goal is to get on the other side of this. Our goal is to reach, I believe, that wall pulley that you can see right there, past this fake wall. So, let's begin. I'm so thankful there are no chests in this area. Okay, so our ultimate goal is to reach area 61 on this map. Okay, I think I know what to do. Oh no. Oh no! Yeah, I was afraid you'd do that. At least I didn't set Medea Rahan on you. Oh, thank you, Argilla, for getting out of charm there. Okay, up there and here should pull us to the north, where we can go through this door. And if we head down from here, this should pull us into here, and there are two options here, one of which will take us back kind of where we started, and the other of which will take us out. And the one that takes us out is, I believe it's this one. While we're going through this last stretch, I can also mention something. So a major theme of this game with the devouring... Well, firstly, the devouring system was always meant to be this game's equivalent to Demon Fusion, and it kind of makes sense. Kaneko said that, said that the idea of, Like, the idea of eating enemies and absorbing their power is kind of a form of, like, fusion. But also, this devouring theme came about because, they wanted to explore the theme that humans only survive by consuming the lives of other living things. Like, even if you're a vegetarian, plants are still alive, and so eating plants to live is still a form of that. What I find very interesting about this is that this is also a theme they wanted to explore in Persona 3 with the Dark Hour. The idea that simply by, like, eating a hamburger, you are dealing with the concept of death, because something needed to die for you to have that meal. It is interesting that this same team came up with 2 games on the PS2 era, only a few years apart, that both use this kind of theme, and while I'm not necessarily sure that I really agree with it, especially the direction that it gets taken in the second game to some extent. First I just want to check once we're... Okay, good, there is a reprieve before the next boss fight, so this is basically the last elevator, but there will be a small karma terminal and a heal point here. But I do think it's, like I don't know, to me it almost sounds quite Buddhist. But yeah, it is fascinating to think of the kind of themes they go for when they make these games. But now, this is where I get a bit annoyed, because this is the second last karma terminal in this place, and, okay, so now I have access to Wikipedia, finally, but we didn't get a chance to master Wikipedia before the final boss, dang it. Unless I go back into a field hunt, but no, I don't want to do that. I mean, I can get you Archidyne. Okay, now you have access to this. There we go, Salvation. Bit too much marker for me right now. I suppose I can get Argilla with Makakaja. Again, I doubt I'll reach it before the final boss. I'm gonna do just a little bit of enemy farming, though, I do want to get Insane God. But these might be the last mantras we master before the end. I'd also very much like Argilla and Gale to be at level 56, but we'll see how that plays out. Because up these stairs is the first of the final 2 fights of this game, and I want to save that to the next part, so I'll see you back here for, actually, the finale of the main story of Digital Devil Saga. See you all then.